Happy New Year. How's January going? This January looks somehow fast, unlike the other Januaries. Today is 16th. Yeah, it does not look that bad. It looks like it's going to. Well, it's like the last week of that January is to be very long. Anyways, you're welcome to Dojo's Corner, a lifestyle podcast. And I've said I will not be saying this. You're welcome again. What should I be saying? Well, we are in season 2 of Dojo's Corner podcast. I mean season 3. I will look for a cute byline. So this is episode 8 of 10. And season 2 is almost coming to an end. I'm glad, I should have wrapped up with this episode since last year. A lot happened last year. 2023 was a very long year. 2023 was a very long year. Because a lot happened generally, personally. This is LO 2024, Every year I drop, the first episode of the year is LO 21, LO 22, LO 23. I dropped LO 23 last year, April. And I think last year I only dropped, then after that I dropped emotional violence. And I just went MIA until I saw my Spotify review. And that impressed me. I was just blushing sheepishly when I saw the amount of people that engage with my context, the amount of people that fuck with my stuff. You all are the real MVP, and I'm so happy you all are in my corner. After seeing my Spotify, what do you call it? Spotify Wrapped. I recorded 2 episodes and dropped the. If you have not listened to them, go and check them out. The one on mental health, don't listen yet, and studentpreneurs. So, you're welcome once again to Dojo's Corner. And it's our very first episode of the year. Well, today is 16th. I don't know when I will drop this year, because I have to edit. But hopefully, this year, I know they're good for laziness. So, hopefully, today is Tuesday. This episode should be out before the week runs out. Yeah, hopefully. So 2023 was a roller coaster. I cannot say 2023 was good or it was bad. It was just a splash and sprinkle of everything. Love, pain, wins, fails. 2023 was a lot. Well, it's a new year and we are alive. I think that is something that we should all be grateful for. In LO 22, I spoke about the common tradition of writing New Year resolution. A lot of people don't really buy into, they don't really key into the New Year resolution vibe. They're like, if it comes, if it goes, alhamdulillah. Some people just don't have plans, and it's cool. It's cool not to. Maybe they feel it's cliche, but to me, I still dig into that episode. That you should write down your goals. Whatever works for you is fine. If you don't want to write, if you write, writing it does not even guarantee that you're going to accomplish it. But it puts you one step further into achieving those things that you've written down. I have a friend, and I'm going to call her out. I spoke to her, and she was like, she does not believe in this New Year resolution, or she don't do it, blah blah blah. She's just nonchalant towards a lot of things, not even about this, a lot of things. And even when it affects her, she's like, I want to change, but it's not working, blah blah blah. I told her that she's nonchalant because she has options. It's like, this thing is guaranteed now. It's guaranteed. It's still January. If I write time, if I don't write time, January goes soft. All those kind of things. Because she has options. I told her that she should imagine that she stays in a compound where there's no water for days. And suddenly, her tap is on and she just heard the rush of water. That the way she will stand up and fetch water into every damn bucket and drum in the house. Even if she was just coming back from work, exhausted. But as soon as she heard the sound of that rushing water, she's going to get energy. She can't finish, make she fall down for bed weak. Well, that strength is going to come because she does not have an option that this, if I don't do this now, the opportunity has gone. So a lot of us usually see life like this, that everything is guaranteed, that there's going to be a job for me after school. Get as one bad wish. I'm going to see a partner. A partner will come. No plan, nothing. Even Yinka, where's my husband? Yinka, where's your husband? She had a plan going, still work. Yeah, so people that plan safe are not accomplishing it. Talk more of you. Okay, December I went home to our family time for the holidays, and when I go back, I don't even know how everywhere is just messy and dusty. Not like messy, dusty, that's the word. And I could not clean the house thoroughly for 2 days, even though I was using my eye to see that, this and that. Like I was just cleaning it one after the other. Clean the room first today, clean the kitchen. Even though I was seeing it, like this is like writing out it goes, I'm seeing that this is something I should do. You guys talk more if I'm not seeing it. They say I'm somewhere else. Like that ginger to come here and clean would not even be there. And don't even call me lazy. It happens to a lot of us. I won't testify to it. I went to see someone, and she was like unwrapping a new towel. I was like, "What's up?" She was like, I'm on. She got back from holiday. She does not have strength to wash her towel. So everybody out there own that is pinching them. Yeah, I could not clean my house for 2 days. I could not clean thoroughly until recently. I now like clean everywhere, as exhausted as I was. Now, we all have things that we have planned for the year, and we just need strength to execute. Some people, they are good writers. They can write plans. Some people, they even systematically write it, but to execute is wahala. And before I went home for the holidays, I used to work out. So I wrote my workout plan, given to me by my gym instructor, my guy. I wrote it on sticky note and pasted it close to my bedside so that I wake up, I go this. So although I don't do it every time, but anytime I see it, it will prick me that, yo, guy, oh yeah, now do 1 or 2, and I will like follow my list and work out. And I was doing it when I was here before I moved home. And when I went home for the holidays, for the 2 weeks I spent at home, guys, I did not do 1 push-up. Although I snapped the sticky notes when I was going, nothing made me to go and open it, say I won't check anything. So this is like one of the importance of writing out our goals. Yeah, it keeps us in check. Keep our mind alert, even though we might not let her do it. On my WhatsApp allows you to text yourself. Yeah, so every day I like list down my goals. Some days I'll list out 5 goals, 3 goals. I go day there till the next day I go copy and paste. You feel me? So people that are writing down their plans are not even like getting things done. Talk more of you. So the moral of the story is that writing out your goals keeps you a step closer to carrying them out. Yeah. Before we go into the episode proper, I'll be sharing things that I learned in 2023. 2023 was a roller coaster. First thing first, open your ears. Some people do not love you. See, this is a fact. Some people don't love you. They are only with you. They're only in your life because they know that this person is a good person and they need you. They do not love you. See, 2023 was an eye-opener. Some people don't fucking love you. They are friends with you because they need you. Oh, this dude is a good person. This girl is a good person. Make I deal with them. I could enjoy 1 or 2 from now. That's why they are with you. Don't fucking mistake it for love. Another thing I learned. Be humble. 2 seconds, everything feel boss. Shit happens in a blink. Last year was not one of my greatest year. Although some things happened last year that has never happened before, like huge things. And some fails also came. Yeah, so be humble. Don't they talk too much. Don't be proud. Don't try to think that you've accomplished. Yeah, just be humble. Life don't always go as we plan it. Another thing is life goes on. Whatever happens, happens. Accept it and move forward. Yeah, your plans don't work. Okay, cry over it a little. If not cry, you won't cry. Or be downcasted. Yeah, experience that natural emotion, let it all out. And sharply pack it all up and move on to the next. Another thing that 2023 taught me that you should always put yourself first. Put yourself first. Even the Bible say, how you want to come out log with the person eye when you never come out speck with your eye. So put yourself first. You don't have to punish yourself so that others can look at you and smile. Samuel told me that. Samuel Zion told me that. You don't have to punish yourself so that other people can look at you and smile. Put yourself fucking first. Don't be a fool for anybody. And last thing that I learned from 2023, that 2023 taught me. Don't fall for online scams. Yo, guys, I fell for and I've said this thing before. I can't remember. Maybe it's early 23. I said it. I fell for an online scam, and I have guys that also fell for an online scam. In fact, in season 3, one episode. I'm going to dedicate one episode to talk about online scam. Like, I'm going to share my experience. Hey, God is merciful, Sha. So these are the lessons I learned from 2023, and you can send me your feedbacks about the lessons you learned from 2023. In the meantime, let's listen to this as we go on a short break and come back for the episode proper and talk about no grief for anybody. Give anybody what maybe we call it grass goes bizarre.
Follow me anywhere I go. I no go gree, I no go gree. I no go gree for anybody. I no go gree.
You're welcome back to the episode. So hello 2024. You're welcome to the episode proper. No grief for anybody. Like this slogan is just a very good way to start the year. Don't tolerate BS from any motherfucker. Like you people fucking know their place. No fake love. Make everybody just do. So when the slogan came out, a lot of people had aggressive definitions to it. Yeah, people have different interpretations for this slogan. Yeah, even the Nigeria police said, they say no grief for anybody. If someone slaps you and you go and retaliate and the person go and die because you no one grief for anybody, then go arrest you for what's the word they use? Is it unintended manslaughter? That kind of thing. So in this episode, you're going to be hearing less of my voice and more of the voice of other people because I wanted to hear people's opinion about what this no grief for anybody actually means to them or what they think it means. Yeah. But to me, before we start hearing from other people, no grief for anybody just mean don't give in to any challenge this year. Don't listen to any naysayers. Anybody that say, you cannot do it. Let nothing stop you. If anybody's doubting your capability, don't fucking listen to them. Don't listen to the negative inner voices in your head, because sometimes the voices in your head can be misleading. Yeah. Don't put yourself down for anyone. Don't give in to self-doubt. Anything that belongs to you, go hard for it because you deserve everything and more. These are what no grief for anybody means. Put yourself first. Apply pressure to things that is going to make you grow. Achieve your goals. Like aggressively seize opportunities. Be confident. No gree for laziness. No gree for procrastination. And the only people that should gree for others are single people. Single people gree for others. Because if you dey follow them, do no gree for anybody. Why na you do? Debtors, if you dey owe person money, no follow them, do no gree for anybody. Be a good human being and pay up people's money. And nepa na God will take use back una. Make una agree for us this year. Let there be light. Yeah, so now we're going to be hearing opinions of different people about what they think about the popular slogan for 2024. No gree for anybody.
(2024) we no dey gree for anybody. I literally don't know the meaning of no gree for anybody. I've seen some people's status for a while. Like, what's going on? Why is the only one lost? No gree for anybody this 2024. I'm like, no gree for the devil, no gree for the. I'm like, what's going on? Now only me, and then I got to see that some people post, and then I understand that probably you pray 1% before, probably you pray harder, and then you fast harder. That was the no gree for the devil, and I could pick because I felt like if you don't have anybody, then you have God at least. So no gree for the devil to make use of you this year. But then no gree for anybody. I feel like it's more or less like you coming out, like bringing out the best version of yourself, no matter how little or how small you feel you are, and then maybe you're not good enough at what you do, and then you just feel like, okay, I'm supposed to be out there. Don't ever let anybody overshadow you. No gree for people there up front. You to come out. It doesn't matter. Showcase your talent. Develop yourself. Nobody, and no matter and if it's a relationship that is not really working, probably just cut people off. People that are not working for you. People that are not making you develop yourself. People that are not making you put yourself out there. Just be the best version of yourself. Develop yourself. This is 2024. All the trash and shit we take from people in 2023, we throw it away. And 2024, we coming, not brand new. We coming to redevelop, reshape, remodel ourselves because we refuse to gree for anybody.
No gree for yourself for me this year is all about not green for myself personally. I know we gree for myself when it comes to me being lazy on creating new crafts. I know we gree for myself when it comes to me not wanting to put out my clothing collections out there. I know we gree for myself when it comes to me being scared of the works of my hand. This year I don't go gree for myself. I must make sure I put out more things, more craft from myself. This year I don't go gree for myself. I don't go gree for anybody, but I don't go still gree for myself.
For me, this no gree for anybody slogan, I feel like it's more of courage and showing up for oneself. Because if we look deep beyond these trending videos of fowls fighting goats, you will see that we can actually use this phrase as an individual, a reasonable individual in our lives, and we will go places. Because I feel like this phrase is more of not taking no for an answer. I'm not saying you can't take no for an answer sometimes, but in places where you're not supposed to take a no, you can actually challenge them. Like, why do you give me a no? Why not a yes? Because all these places that they will give you no, they will tell you that they like your works, blah blah blah, and then at the end they will tell you, we are so sorry, we couldn't consider you. Why can't you consider me if you actually like my works? You can actually use this no gree for anybody slogan there, because it means you're showing up for yourself more. And somehow I feel like they can actually like your courage for actually challenging them. You can give a yes. That way you improve your life because you do not agree to whatever conclusion they come about you.
This is an interesting question. For me, I think no good for anyone this year. It's just a reminder to people to take their dreams seriously. Whatever it is we do this year, we must also build in the capacity to face rejection. You know, there's this saying that if you are prepared for a no, then when you get a yes, you'll be delightfully surprised. I think we face life with other mindsets. We expect things to happen the way we want things to happen, which is not really the case. So if you do yourself for rejection, but at the same time you are consistent with whatever it is you do, and you're not going to take no for an answer, you're going to be persistent, then you are definitely going to get more results. So it's all about persistence. It's all about having the mindset that your first try will probably not be enough. You probably have to give it more than one try. So that's what it is for me.
Okay, so here's the thing. Personally, I feel like no grief for anyone means different things. One, don't let anyone pressure you. It gets. Then the second one that I think it means don't accept nonsense. Don't accept rubbish from anybody. It gets.
Based on one or two, no good for anybody. If they try to tell you say anybody will do you anyhow this year, when you self doing the person back, anybody will push you, you self push your own back. Now everything no good for anybody you try to talk. So if anybody do you, if anybody took you, you self turn back, you stood that guy took your own back. Double land for the person.
No grief for anybody is obviously supposed to be like a comedic mantra, but as in, like no grief for anybody, like exactly what's the phrase is. But personally, I think I would, like, when I hear it, I always try to look at the positive side of it, what it can do to me or what I can take out of it, which is like just do whatever it is you want to do. Yes, and I'm speaking based on, from the creative side. Just do that shit you want to do. Because me, I'm trying to make it speak to me. I'm trying to make that slogan preach to me. Yes, and so personally, I would say it means to me to just do whatever the fuck it is you want to do, and don't let anybody's opinion or criticism bring you down. You understand? So like, just do you. Do that shit, write that book, make that film, record that music, and tell that story. Just do it and don't grieve for anybody. Just do you, just do that thing you've always wanted to do. So yeah, I think that's what it means to me. That's what I would love to take out of the phrase.
To me, no grief for anybody means like don't allow anybody to cheat you. Like for example, now if you are going on the road now, you can see last man and those down for driver arguing because of that slang that they've had. That no grief for anybody. They'll start fighting with the last man, even though they are right or they are not right. They'll fight with the last man. And for example, now you can see this keke napep going through the middle of two tipper, and he's saying he will not grieve for anybody. You are putting some people life at stake. So that slang has caused a lot of things, yeah. But no grief for anybody is a good slang. Like for example now, if anybody come and challenge you, say, hey, I no go gree for you. People will start telling you no grief for anybody, you no grief for anybody. So that kind of thing now. That's what no grief for anybody means to me, sha.
So, hello 2024, no grief for anybody. So, when I first came across this trend, I was perplexed because I found it really fresh, at the same time confusing, because this is something that most people already embodied. And I think what I particularly like about the trend is the fact that everyone is finally realizing that they have to live this life for themselves and not for others. And I think that's one thing I've really picked on from this trend, the drive and passion that everyone suddenly has just to be themselves and fight for themselves and fight for their dreams regardless of the times. I think it's exceptional because this has actually been existing. People already have this drive to do them and do things regardless of what society thinks. But the fact that it's now out front, and people that are kind of like laid back or lazy or procrastinated a lot when it comes to their aspirations are not jumping on the trend and just pushing and taking steps to just get what they want and be what they want. So for me, no grief for anybody means to be your authentic selves and to fight for your authentic dreams and not to care if 1,000,001 people are doing exactly the same thing you're doing, but just to focus on your space, your growth, and your future. So cheers to 2024.
Like, no good for anybody. 2024 to me, I feel from my own perspective is like when when someone is trying to make you feel oppressed, like you shouldn't give in. Just try to do your own thing at your own pace and make your own thing and make yourself proud as well. So I feel that's my own point of view for no good for anybody.
Hello, I'm Illyria Luwati and the tag for the year is no grief for anybody. To me, this simply means to push yourself beyond what you would normally think is your best. The one thing I know that makes people bask in mediocrity is fear. This year, we're not agreeing with fear. We're looking beyond the norm, limitations, and any form of negativity. For most of us, we are not even afraid of failing. The real fear is the fear of what we are capable of. So now, get up, stop thinking of what ifs, because this year we're pressing onto the eyes calling and wins possible, regardless of what obstacles life throws at us. 2024, no grief for anybody.
Honestly, truth be told, when I hear the term or the phrase no grief for anybody, when I hear no grief for anybody, what comes to mind is just you standing up for yourself. That's basically what it means to me. I stand up for myself. I do not allow myself to be cheated by anyone, by any brand, by any institution. I am a service provider. I do not allow people to undervalue the service that I provide. I am a product producer or product designer. I don't allow people to just step on me, and basically I stand up for myself and I stand on things that I believe, because I realize that every single day in our lives, or let me say in the previous year and in the past years, we tend to be a little bit we tend to allow some things that on a normal day we shouldn't. We tend to just lower our standards sometimes. So for me, the way I've decided to work with that phrase no grief for anybody is to I'm not lowering my standards for nobody.
So you've heard it all from my friends. Yeah, that is what the popular slogan no grief for anybody means to them. So whatever it means to you, make sure you see the positive side in it. A big shout out to everyone that's honored me and sent in their 2-piece. Z, Wale, MOL, Ola the Good Guy, Fola, Wemi, Rokiba, Labake, Eli, Dapo, YP, Ilerioluwa. I love you guys. Thanks for being a part of this show. In closing, I will end with these few words from Nico's baby, Davido's cousin. Yeah, she said some wise words and I would love you to listen to them. When I started doing podcasts, when I started podcasting, I was doing it for me. Yeah, I was doing it for me. I'm doing this because I had a passion for it. But it grew out of that. It became you, the listeners. I started creating content with you in mind. Yeah, I remember when I started, if I don't drop an episode for 1-2 months, I would have been getting messages, where's our food? Guy, you're starving us, what's up? But then I did not give 2 cents because I was like, I'm doing this for me, I'll do it at my own convenience. So I heard these words and I think you should hear it as well because they might speak to you. Yeah, let's go listen.
Okay, so the number one thing that I would say changed my life over the years was just learning how to have faith. I mean, reminds me that I don't have to worry. And that's like the best feeling ever. Just knowing that even at the last second, God will come through. God will really come through the very last second if you just have faith. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's life is a second spent wasting your life. So just stop comparing and create your own definition of success instead. The best is yet to come. So if you're feeling sad or you're feeling down about something, just know that something better is coming. God's plan is always greater than our plan. That's why we cannot lean on our own understanding. We cannot go off of our feelings and our emotions. Actions breeds more clarity than thought. So you can't just think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into it. I used to feel like, oh, I'm just so talented and I know that God has something in store for my life, and things didn't go how I wanted it to go. But once I started being consistent, I started seeing my life change. And I'm like, wow, if you put in the work, God will help you take it all the way. Stay calm in every situation and pray before you react. If you were not invited, don't go. Do not force anything. And remember all the things you used to pray for that you currently have. Be happy with the little things and more will come freely. Do not put your hands on people. Trust me, I learned the hard way because I always felt like, if someone disrespected me, I will give them one hot slap. And my hand is very heavy. I've never been a violent person, so it has to take another level of anger to even get me to that point. But anyway, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning every day, and I'm just trusting in Jesus Christ to heal me.
Thank you for sticking around till this moment. Yeah, thank you for being a part of the Loose Corner podcast. You know, this podcast is a lifestyle podcast dedicated to addressing life challenges faced by young adults. So I'm doing this because I want to address issues that are very relatable to young adults. So you should know that you are not alone. Yeah, send your feedbacks, drop a 5-star rating. I would love to hear from you. Thank you.
Remember, I don't grieve for anybody. Thank God.
Till next time. Bye-bye.